Good morning, everybody. Back to looking at the last English rule that I have, which is rules for commas. Again, I'm not going to read all 6 of them to you because we're going to go over all 6. If you need to, pause the video. If you want to write them down, that's fine. If you don't, you can just go back to them occasionally as you're looking at this. But again, we're going to look at them, and then I'm going to attach some pages for you to try and get back to me. Let me know how it went. This again is the last one. If you missed any of these in the series that we did, just go back and look at the videos and then do the pages that are attached to them, okay? All right, so here we go. First one, as always, we're using GED from Steck Vaughn, great book to practice in. You also, if you have your Kaplan book, same thing, go back in, look up commas, and practice with that. So first rule said, use a comma to separate items in a series, a list of 3 or more. These items in the series may be words or phrases. So again, here are 2 ways to look at it. Cakes, comma, pies, comma, and cookies. See how we separated 1, 2, 3. There were 3 of them, so we needed to use a comma. Here, getting publicity, comma, soliciting donations, comma, and decorating booths. So again, comma, because there are 3 in the series. Another way that we could do it, the advertising committee wants more posters and flyers. Notice there's no comma there because there's only 2 words that we're separating, so we don't need a comma. Another one, the advertising committee wants more posters and flyers and mailings. Why didn't we have a comma here? Because we're grouping these together. So posters and flyers was one thing, mailing was another thing. So we didn't need to have a comma in that sentence. Here we go. Looking at the second rule, use a comma between the clauses in a compound sentence. Remember that a compound sentence contains 2 or more complete thoughts called independent clauses joined by a coordinating conjunction and, but, or, for, nor, so, or yet. So everyone is helping, comma, so the bake sale should be a hit. So I put that comma in there to show that I'm adding these 2 ideas together. And there is my comma and my coordinating conjunction there. All right, let's look at another rule. It says, use a comma to separate introductory elements, words, or phrases at the beginning of a sentence from the rest of the sentence. So here we go. No, comma, because I'm starting off there. The bank is closed on Memorial Day. So how that went? No, comma, the bank was closed. As a result of overspending, that is a phrase, comma, Ron's funds are low. So see how we're using those commas in those introductory clause and a phrase itself. Introductory word, and a phrase. Next one, use a comma after a dependent clause that comes at the beginning of a sentence. Remember that a dependent clause contains a subject and a verb, but is not a complete thought and cannot stand alone. It begins with subordinating conjunctions such as before or if. When all of his bills came in, comma, he was stunned. See how that came in there? When all of his bills came in, comma, he was stunned. So we definitely needed it in that particular sentence. Here we go. Another one. Use a comma to separate a non-essential, a positive, from the rest of the sentences. Do not use comma for essential or positives. Ron, comma, my friend, comma, has 13 credit cards. So I'm telling you who Ron was. So this is Ron and this is who he is. So it's an explanation of who Ron is. So I need a comma there. He is reading the library book, 10 Ways to Get Out of Debt. Well, I don't need a comma in there because I'm just telling you what's going on. So there's no point in having a comma there. That's a part of the sentence. Last but not least, use commas to set off parenthetical expressions. Ron has cars, comma, for example, comma, for most stores in the mall. You see where I'm throwing that in there? It's kind of like a hiccup. Hiccup. So because I threw it in there, I needed to make sure that I had the commas to go along with it. All right. Okay. So that is that. Again, I'm going to attach this particular lesson. If you guys can't see it, it's a little slow stroll for you. Pause the video and you can try them just in case they didn't come out very clear when you look at the attached pages this morning. But please try them. let's see what you got as the answers. I will post the answers to them tomorrow. So good luck to you. All right. Bye.